Perplexity just dropped a brand new feature called Labs that absolutely destroys deep research. In fact, I think this is going to replace deep research, and now Gemini, ChatGPT, Grok, and every other LLM has to respond to this. And by the end of this video, you're going to know exactly how to use this new feature, and I'm going to prompt it versus all the different deep research features so that you could see for yourself how game-changing this is. Okay, now in order to actually access this tool, it is going to be incredibly simple. You are literally just going to log into perplexity.ai, and you are going to see now this light bulb right here. Essentially what this allows you to do is create a project, and that project is like deep research, except it is on steroids. Watch this. If I come over here and we come into my library right here, we could click on this where I ask this to analyze the relationship between consumer confidence indices and retail spending trends during tariff-related downturns. Now, what you're going to see here is that just like deep research, this goes through and actually cites all of its sources, and we could see that it looked at 61 sources right here. But what this also does is shows you all the different tasks that it did, aka all of the different searches that it actually went through and did, and anything that it created. You can click on assets right here and see all of the different things that were created. And if we come into labs, what you're going to notice here is this gives us a research report, but it cites everything and it actually creates images, it creates different graphs here, it creates different trend lines. It can pretty much do anything that you want it to do. And what this is right here is deep research, but on steroids. And I think all of the other platforms are now going to have to respond, because this right here is the future of what deep research actually looks like. Because not only did this go through and do research, it also created a bunch of custom assets and did a bunch of custom tasks. And guess what? This literally only took a few minutes to do. And on top of that, once this is done, you could get it to do a bunch of different things. For example, if you wanted to rewrite it, you could go ahead and have this rewrite it. If you want to export it, you can click on export right here, and you could have this exported as a bunch of different files. For example, a PDF, a markdown, a doc, a Perplexity page, or you could get all the assets in a zip file. You could share this right here if you wanted to, or you could go through and you could actually ask a bunch of other questions, and then this will go through and this will recreate the research based on your initial question. And if you want to get a notification for when it's done, you literally just click on enabled right here, and it will go through and tell you when it's done. So what I wanted to do here is I wanted to go through, I wanted to give this, I wanted to give Grok, I wanted to give Gemini, and I wanted to give ChatGPT the same exact thing. But first, I wanted to show you this. So we could have this map out major political protests. We could have this analyze cross-genre music chart performance. We could have this evaluate things. We could have this create reports, or we could even have it create dashboards. Sometimes when you refresh this right here and then you come over here, it will give you different things. For example, explore the resurgence of classic rock, or build a dashboard linking Q1 2025 US GDP contraction with tariff policy, trade volumes, inflation expectations, build a predictive model for NBA playoff outcomes, and analyze the European public sentiment shifts on war risks since 2020. So what we are going to do is I'm going to actually have this do two things. I am, one, going to have it build out the dashboard for this, and two, I'm going to have it build out the predictive model right here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take a screenshot of this so that I do not lose this right here, but we're going to click on this, and as we can see, it's already off to the races here. I'm going to open up a new window right here, and we are going to do this other one right here, but what I'm going to have to do is come over here. I will take this screenshot, and I will drop this in here. Okay, now the other thing that I wanted to do is I wanted to come over to ChatGPT, I wanted to come over to Grok, I wanted to come over to Gemini, and I wanted to give them all the same prompt that I did originally in my lab on Perplexity to see if the Perplexity lab is the best, or if ChatGPT, Gemini, or Grok actually beats it. Now, before I get into that, I need you to smash that subscribe button if you want to stay up to date on the latest and greatest AI tools. I upload videos like this every single day, and you're not going to want to miss them. Okay, so let's go ahead and actually do that. I'm going to click on tools right here. We're going to click on run deep research. I am going to give it this prompt right here. So to provide which countries or regions I want to focus on, I want to focus on the US. I want to focus on current trade war, interested in specific retail sectors, do all sectors, please include visualizations and statistical methods. I'm going to fix my spelling mistakes right here, and we're going to go ahead and send this, and then this should go. Okay, So this is starting its research right here. We'll come over to Grok. We'll do the same thing. I am actually going to use deeper research right here. We're going to use Grok, and this should go through, and this should be able to get started. Yep. We're going to come into Gemini. Again, I'm on an Ultra account, which costs like $250 a month. We'll come over here. We can use this right here. We're going to click on Deep Research. We're going to give this the same task right here. Now, I have Grok doing the deep research, Gemini doing it, ChatGPT doing it, and then we're going to compare it to what Perplexity Labs actually came up with. So we have this right here. We're going to click on Start Research. And while we do that, I wanted to actually come over here and check on these things. So analyze the relationship between consumer confidence indices, retail spending. So this is what we are going to be comparing these different deep research models to. In addition to that, if we come over here, we'll be able to see that this is almost done right here. In fact, this is literally finishing up as we speak. So build a predictive model for NBA playoff outcomes using team stats, injury data, and historical matchups. So this goes through and does the research foundation, key predictive factors. It gives us those. It takes a machine learning approach and model performance, goes through, actually builds that. Injury data integration and impact assessment, historical matchup trends, and head-to-head analysis. So this is going through and literally building us a model of what we had asked it to build. It comes down here and looks at other advanced analytics and secondary factors, the current 2025 NBA playoff application. So this goes through, and implementation framework and technical architecture. This goes through this, conclusion and future decisions. So we could see down here, let's see. So this thinks the development, integration, exemplify these principles with depleted teams, Boston Celtics falling short, healthy, efficient teams like Oklahoma City Thunder dominate. So I believe that this thinks that Oklahoma City is actually going to win. If we come over here, type this in, NBA playoffs, we can see that the Knicks are still in. We could see that the Thunder just swept the Timberwolves, it looks like. So if I had to guess, and I'm from New York, I think the Knicks might win tonight. I'm just going to go out and say that. Bold statement. I think the Knicks might win tonight, but I do think the Knicks are going to lose this series. And then I do think the Thunder are going to win this. And again, this went through and actually did a pretty good job of analyzing that. And if we come over here, we'll also be able to come over here and see what it did just based off of a screenshot. It went through sources, tasks, assets, labs. And remember, it did all of this just based off of a screenshot. So if we come back over here and we click on analyze the relationship between consumer confidence indices and retail spending trends during tariff related downturns. And then the other thing that we wanted to look at is build a dashboard. So build a dashboard linking this. We could see that this still has 2 minutes left. It's going through, it's doing all the research, it's building a bunch of things. And then I cannot wait to see what this actually looks like. Now, if we come back over here, we're going to see that ChatGPT is still working through this. Now, again, one thing I wanted to note, Perplexity has literally done 2 of these reports now in the same time that ChatGPT is like 25% of the way through. Grok is already done with this. It went through, gave us key points, detailed analysis, historical context, gave us all of this, but there are no charts, there are no graphs. It barely even cites anything. In fact, it cites all these things at the bottom, but it's not that much. I mean, look at this little inky dinky report that this made right here, and look at this that this did with all these photos, all of these different things. Went through a bunch of different tasks, creating all these different charts, all this different stuff. This is way better than what Grok gave us. And Grok used to do really good deep research. So Grok is out of here. If we look at Google, so this is still going through, this is still doing all of this. So we will actually let this wrap up. We will let ChatGPT wrap up, and then we're going to compare it to what Perplexity Labs actually created for us here. And if we come over here, we'll see that this still has 2 minutes left. So we'll look at that in just a second also. Okay, so this wrapped up building this dashboard, and it's actually pretty incredible. So it went through, it did all of the research that it did before, put in graphs, all this jazz, cited all of its sources at the bottom, but also it made this dashboard right here. You could click on view full screen, and then this is actually going to show you exactly what this dashboard looks like. And this is pretty incredible that it was able to do this in just a few minutes. Now, to contrast this, I am incredibly disappointed with the deep research that I got from Gemini, from Grok, and from ChatGPT. Check this out. Okay, so this is what ChatGPT gave us here. Remember when it asked us if we wanted graphs and statistical analysis and all that, and it said sure? Well, guess what? It didn't do that. It went through, it did, I guess, a little bit of deep research, but no graphs, no statistical analysis, nothing like that. If we come over to Gemini, we're going to see that this did a little bit of deep research also, but again, no graphs, no analysis, no statistics, nothing like that. Grok over here barely even did deep research. This is just like so small. And again, if we compare this to now what Perplexity Labs does with all these different photos, all these different graphs, all these different assets, all these different tasks that it does, this is a way better way to do deep research. Now, I do have one thing that I still think that Gemini is pretty cool with. If you click on create right here, you could turn this into a quiz, a web page, an infographic, an audio overview. I still think that that's pretty cool. I still think that Grok being able to leverage just X's data to do deep research is pretty cool, but I'm really disappointed with ChatGPT's deep research now. And when this first came out, I was incredibly excited about it, but now I wouldn't do any type of research unless it's utilizing Perplexity Labs. Now, I'm not sure if you've seen the reports yet, but Goldman Sachs just came out and said that they think in the next 12 months, AI is going to replace over 300 million jobs. So my question for you is, are you going to be one of those people that's replacing those jobs, or are you going to be one of the people that gets replaced because you didn't embrace AI? And that's exactly why I created AI Automation School that you could check out at the pinned comment below. In fact, I have special launch pricing right now that's going to be ending on June 1st. So if you want to stay ahead of what's happening in AI and you want to learn how to automate your work with AI, how to make more money with AI, how to build AI agents without knowing having to code, or you just want me to audit your personal AI workflow so we could speed things up for you, I strongly suggest that you check it out. Otherwise, I would watch this video right here that shows you a brand new tool that allows you to build websites with just one click. I'll see you over there.